Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Go give a praises on a glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and of course, Barak. No, damn. Messed up the intro. Whatever. Let's say it again. Go give our praises on glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and Barak the YAHAWAH, Barak the YAHAWASHI. All praises on glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And go give them on to the Potter Millstone to you well. It's like it. No? Gotta say it right sometimes. But anywho, the main topic of the lesson is, as you can see with the title of this video right here, going into the gas prices, because now they're about to spike up, as we've been saying, you know? No, and on the side note, the UAE, I should say, United Arab, is it UEA or UE? Hold up. Should pop up right here. UAE. Okay. So the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, i.e. the Arab nations over there, in that region, like like nearby Saudi Arabia, like Dubai. I don't know exactly all their names. The first one to come to mind, Dubai. I believe also Kuwait as well, and some of those other regions, other territories. Well, the main point is they left OPEC. They left OPEC this morning. They just dropped off. And OPEC basically is as they say, the oil cartel of that region. It basically handles all the oil and basically just manages all of it and tell people what to put out, what to put in, and all that stuff. And the reason why they left is because they want to make more money off that oil they have and try to get rid of all the last ones, the last bit that they have left. And they want to get rid of the last bit that they have. So they dipped out, and that caused the oil spike because now the oil is unregulated. So now the oil is unregulated by that main centerhold, by OPEC, it's fucking them up. Now the oil prices have gone up a little bit more. And soon the oil prices are going to go up to like 140, 150, things like that, because right now it's just trying to hold out. This market is just trying to hold out because on that cope shit, trying to hope for a deal and all that shit, but only the Lord wants war. And what better crisis than this? And even if they do stop it, even if they do stop it next month, which it probably won't, but let's just say they do, the effects are already there. The problems or crisis is already there. They got to take months for them to get back into order. So let me play this video real quick. Just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of looking over the Great Lakes region. Obviously, that includes us. We're maybe most interested in Illinois, but Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, what are you seeing?
Well, we're seeing gas prices going up here to start the week after oil prices jumped late last week, and coupled with a refinery issue at the BP refinery in Northwest Indiana, the region's largest, are pushing up the wholesale price of gasoline. That, coupled with oil prices that continue to go up as the situation continues between the U.S. and Iran, we're seeing gas prices across much of Chicago reach $4.60 to $4.70 a gallon at many stations throughout Cook County and the suburbs as well. Wisconsin prices now touching $4 a gallon. Northwest Indiana seeing prices jump up to about $4.19 a gallon. So pretty hefty increases here. A lot of this likely will continue as long as the situation continues to persist between the U.S. and Iran. The Strait of Hormuz remains blocked, and while there's been talk of reopening the strait or talk of agreements and negotiations between the U.S. and Iran, none of it has really had much of an impact. And so gas prices continue to rise. Oil prices up again today, and that could be more bad news for where gas prices and diesel prices go in the days ahead.
Yeah, we often look at the stock market to see if there is an immediate adjustment. And a lot of times, whenever there's like a positive word even given from the president, it seems to have an impact, an effect on the stock market. Gas prices, not so quick though.
Well, it can be certainly very quick. It's just though that stations often are 2 to 4 days behind raising prices, such as what's happening today across Chicagoland. Already late last week on Thursday and Friday, stations were paying much more. So being 2 to 4 days behind the curve on raising prices does mean that they generally are more reluctant to lower prices if and when the coast becomes clear. But we haven't really seen any of that. It's been head fake after head fake, promise after promise. The U.S. and Iran have temporarily agreed to a ceasefire. They negotiate, nothing happens, and oil prices go right back up. So we did see a brief reprieve here a couple of weeks ago when gas prices did decline in many instances, but that reprieve wasn't long lasting because the U.S. Continues its engagement with Iran. And we've seen the president already pulling negotiators back from Pakistan. And so oil prices.
Yep. They hear all that. And the main point is that only gas gotta keep going up, because they're on delay. So basically they had to pay the current price, even though the price isn't the whole market, the fake ass market. Because the market is getting fake. That market you see where you look up oil prices, they're not the real market. Because the real market, what you pay right now. Now the oil prices you see when you look it up is the futures, what you got to pay next month. No, but what you pay right now is like around 130, 140 right now. No, so they getting charged up the wazoo right now. So they're not looking too hot for them. They're not gonna be looking too hot for us. No, well, besides us, because this is actually good for us because this is all got to bring in, hyperinflation. No one got to crash that dollar. No, no one got to crash that dollar. That's the whole thing. And also, those UAE nations drop their U.S. bonds because they're getting fucked up right now. So they stopped dealing with America because America didn't really defend them at all. I believe that's another reason why they left OPEC. Because they weren't getting defended by America. So and they say, fuck it, we're not dealing with the dollar anymore. Then only that'll crash the dollar. Now, the U.S. dollar that you got right now, they got to crash that dollar because they got to release all the bonds they have, and they get the money back from it, and they got to make the dollar even less valuable. They got to cause all the prices got to go up. So let's read this in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Now, in the keepers of the house, let's prove it real quick. So we always go into this. So we got to go into it again. Look at the word economist. Economist means house and management. No, that's what the word economist means. No, so the keepers of the house, or the economists, shall tremble, and that's what they're doing right now. They're trembling right now. They're not in a good position right now because this is gonna crash. Really, the whole global economy. They gotta fuck the whole thing up. Like a chain reaction. Because China gets less oil because they're not getting that much oil right now. They're getting fucked up. If China don't get their oil, then the producer and the manufacturers in China are not going to be able to produce the products that they need to export over here to America. And America can't get the goods at the same cheap price and the prices go up. That means your prices will go up. If the prices go up over here, it got affect the money spending over here. And every nation, it's just a whole chain reaction, that affect the whole thing, the whole world, really. So that's why they're trembling. And the strong men shall bow themselves. Now, also on the side note, you don't know that helium also goes through the Strait of Hormuz. No helium, you know? And helium is used for your chips. The chips you use in your phone, in your computer, in the TV, in your car. Everything that's has really technology itself requires a chip to be used, a lawnmower, flashlight, all that has circuit boards and all that, man. And all that requires chips, you know? So them blocking, because they produce like a third, that region that produces like a third of all helium. So a third of all the helium is out of the market right now. So that could cause credible price hikes, because they don't got the shit they need, like Taiwan, mainly Taiwan. And Taiwan produces all the chips across the world. Majority of the chips across the world come from Taiwan. So it's bad news bears for everybody. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. And those that look out the windows will be darkened. So the future's looking bad. And the grinders, not talking about the workplace. Most of these jobs are gonna be closed up because they can't afford to stay open. And his door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. Again, work closed. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the darts of music shall be brought low. Talking about the entertainment going down in quality, which we see, we clearly see, man. Music of the day is garbage, man. Just put it simple. But as we see, it ain't looking good for Babylon the Great, man. Falling apart from the inside out. And this dude Trump, they call him YAHAWASHI QADASH for Trump, because this dude's bringing the destruction of Babylon the Great. He can't escape Iran, man, because only Iran is part of biblical prophecy. So there is no escaping. There is no defeating Iran, take him out. Nope. Because Iran still got to be there, according to biblical prophecy. And Iran putting that can on whoop ass on you, man. So they may go back to full-on war. They may just try to keep holding down the straits, see who breaks first, and all that stuff. But regardless of the fact, hey, it's looking bad for Babylon. Zephaniah chapter 1. Sorry. Zephaniah 1:10. This shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, that there should be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and the howling from the second, and the great crashing from the hills. Now, in the ancient world, in fact, let's keep going. How ye inhabitants of Miktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. Now you look at Miktesh, it's basically a merchant district of Jerusalem. It's a merchant district, where all the shops are at, So in the modern day sense, that'll be Wall Street, the marketplace, because the stock market got to crash, man. Got to go down in flames, And that's why they put so much emphasis on the stock market. Oh, the stock market is going up. It's all-time high and all that shit. And that's why they do all that shit, because only... that's really the main thing that's holding this place together. Because the real economy is shit. The stock market's fine. The stock market is doing A-okay. Even though it really isn't. It very much so is not. It just, fooling yourself. Because they see clearly that this place is in the gutter. But right now, they is trying to hold out. Trying to do that fake-ass holdout. To try to keep that money going. But the Lord got to rain on their parade real soon. And only got to make this dollar worthless. Make this money worthless, man. Because it already is worthless. But Lord got to make it real clear. So all you guys out there who sold out for money, for that cash, for that dollars. You'll be looking real stupid when the dollar loses all its value. All that wealth that's all you're going to get, that you had got, all that money in your bank account got eviscerated, man. Poof, in the air, you know? Not like it was worth anything to begin with, but niggas believe it does. Niggas believe that it is worth something. But the Lord got to make it real clear that it's not. It's not at all. This is Ezekiel 7:19. They shall cast their silver in the streets. Their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahawah. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. Now, in the ancient world, they had real money, silver and gold. Now, that's real money because that had actual real value. Unlike, the paper dollar, which is just a fiat currency that changes on a dime. Gold is consistently valuable, and silver is consistently valuable because it's rare. It's rare and it's precious. You can use gold in a lot of things. Most of these wires and all that stuff requires gold and silver. In the ancient world, it just shows a sign of wealth. Because, again, gold is rare and shiny. But how much more now? With these fiat currencies, people could be using that shit for toilet paper, man. Toilet paper and napkins. The dollars. Because it's not going to be worth nothing, man. People ain't going to be using it for nothing because only they got to go over to a digital currency. Because they got to need to because the dollar, you got to lose all its value. All its accumulated wealth. Gone instant. This is what's on the horizon, man. This is what's on the horizon. Only all a prelude to that chip. The MOTB. That microchip. All part of that NWO system. Below in there, if I just basically made point, quickly give our praises on the glorification. The YAHAWASHI, QADASH, Shalom.